Hello, Divine Feminine. Today I want to dive in and share with you the top things I wish I knew at 32 when my hormones were so out of whack and so out of balance, and I didn't know what to do. I had no idea how hormones were affecting me and how I was affecting my hormones. So I want to share them with you so you don't make these same mistakes. Number one, the sugar. The sugar and the simple carbs, the processed foods, the eating out is not helping your hormones, baby. No. Okay. It was killing me. Let me talk about it for a little bit. Okay. So back in the day, I used to do okay. I was super simple. I would have my salmon, my sweet potatoes, my quinoa, my spinach, and that was like my go-to meal. Every once in a while, I have like some pizza or I'll eat out, but it wasn't that frequent. So what happened? For some reason, I felt like I just got stuck in carb land, and that's all I wanted to eat. I just wanted the food that tasted so good because I was under so much stress. But I didn't think about how to actually make my hormones feel good. I didn't even know that hormones get stuck in the liver. I had no idea about hormones at all. I just knew that my body wasn't working. I mean, I don't have diabetes. I'm good. Like, I don't have to worry about sugar. Girl, okay. Once I learned that we have insulin receptors in our ovaries, and when those receptors get overactive, they trigger testosterone. Ding dong! That's what told me why I had the chin hairs. Oh my gosh, girl. So once I knew that, I cut out the sugar. And one of the ways I really got it under control was by using my sugar tracker, which is down below. Listen, before you come for me, there are some people out there that's like, oh my God, you shouldn't track your sugars. You shouldn't track your foods. This is awful for the way you should eat. You should eat whatever you want and just listen to your body. I get all of that. But for me, I needed to create a new baseline. I needed the awareness. I needed to see what I was doing because in my mind, I didn't think I was eating that much sugar. But once I started to calculate everything and I had a number of how much sugar we're really supposed to have when it comes to added sugar, I was like, okay, this is actually a lot. According to American Heart Association, we're not supposed to have more than 25 grams of added sugar per day. Some people out there disagree. They say sugar's not the problem. It's this or that or whatever. Listen, when I got my sugar under control, I didn't have those issues anymore. So I don't know what to tell you. I use my sugar tracker to help me kind of get trained and also keeping my blood sugar balanced and stabilized, because it's not just about cutting back on sugar, but it's about stabilizing your blood sugar, making sure you're getting enough protein and fats and fibers and you're staying hydrated. Also making sure that you're getting enough sleep. That was number 2. I was not getting enough rest. And I knew it was impacting me, but I really didn't know how it was impacting me. So not getting enough deep sleep over time absolutely impacts your hormones. In fact, there are certain hormones that are actually produced during your time of REM sleep. And for me, I was restless all the time. I would toss and turn. My sleep was constantly being disturbed. My dog was going through cancer at the time, and he had to go outside like every 2 hours and barking constantly. And as much as I would try to avoid it, put in earplugs, I would still hear it and it will wake me up because I'm a super light sleeper. So I just was not getting good quality of sleep, but I had no idea that it was affecting the way that my hormones were being produced, which affected my libido, my confidence, my muscle mass, my metabolism, and so much more. And I just always felt so drained and low energy. The next thing that I needed to balance was how much I was moving my body. I remember there were days that I didn't even move that much. I was very sedentary. I worked an office job, so I sit in the car and commute for an hour, go to work, I climb up a few steps and sit down at my desk for another 8 hours. Then I'm up. I get back in the car for another hour. And then guess what? Mentally, I'm drained. So I'm not about to work out. I'm about to sit down again and watch Netflix. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to get in the bed. So it was a lot of sitting, not moving my body, which when you're really sedentary, that can create a lot of stagnancy in your body, throw your circulation off, and also affect your hormones. So then I jumped from one extreme to the other and was like, okay, I need to exercise a lot more. I got to get this weight off. Like, I don't know where this weight came from. And I was just like exercising like crazy. And I felt like I was about to pass out. I was sweating. I was just exhausted, girl. It was a mess. It was a mess. And then, you know what? I started to gain more weight. I was like, what is this? How am I exercising like crazy and I'm gaining like 3 to 4 pounds every week? Like, this is weird. Like, what is this? It's so strange. I had to learn how to balance my exercises. I had to learn to do more low impact exercises, more fun exercises, moving my body that didn't feel like work. Dancing is so powerful, especially for women. Just moving the hips, having fun. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Starting to prioritize more of the weight training as well. Lifting the weights is so important. That also helps to boost your testosterone levels as well, which can help to boost your confidence and libido and energy and focus. So I had to do a whole new routine when it came to exercising instead of just doing what I would see other people do and think it was going to work. And it didn't work. And to support hormonal balance on a daily basis, I would highly suggest for you to try Ladywell. It's amazing, and you can get 15% off in the link in the description. The next thing that I wish I knew as a woman at age 32 was that it's not because you're over 30 of why your hormones are going berserk. I know I can hear some of you saying, girl, no, my metabolism was high in my 20s. I could do whatever I wanted. I could eat whatever I wanted. I did not have these issues. So it is because you're over 30. Okay. Yeah, there is some truth to that because there is a hormone called DHEA, which is basically the precursor hormone to our testosterone and our estrogen. So after 30, that does start to decline a little bit. But the drastic change of what I went through was not because the clock struck 12, I'm 32 and poof, like everything's out of balance. There's nothing you could do about it. You have all this weight gain now and you can't lose it. You got chin hairs. Your life is doomed and it's over. Like, I just feel like that's the narrative that's being taught to women that are over 30, and it's just false. Because if that was the truth, I would not have been able to reverse all of the things that I went through. I would not be sitting here today talking to you because I literally did not have the energy to do so. Now, what does happen after we turn 30 typically? We're under a lot more stress. We have a lot more responsibilities. We have a lot more big girl jobs. We have kids, if we do have kids. Maybe we don't have kids. And maybe that's stressing us out because we're thinking about our fertility, because fertility starts to decline a little bit as we get older. We have things going on with our parents. We have more losses in our life. We just have more life. We have more stress. We have more decisions to make. We also went through a panorama, the pandemic. That all impacts us, ladies. So when we just take this approach and we are thinking, it's because I'm over 30 that now my hormones are out of whack and my life is over and I'm just getting older. But no. Please. I don't want you to think that, because when we get this in our minds and we start to fall into these limiting beliefs, we don't believe we can ever get out of it. And that's not what I want for you, because you can. You can reset those hormones. You can boost your metabolism. You can get that waist snatched. You can get those chin hairs off. You can boost your energy. You can boost that libido. You can be vibrant and healthy in your 30s and in your 40s and in your 50s and whatever age you are. I see women in their 80s that are killing it more than me. And I'm like, I gotta step my game up. So I just wanted to bring that awareness to you because I felt so depressed. I remember looking at so many old pictures of myself and being like, oh, I'll never look like that again. And it's not true. Girl, you just got a lot of stress. You have a lot of stress. That's the next point I want to make is how much stress was really impacting me. And I was accepting more than I needed to accept. I was not setting proper boundaries. I was not mitigating the stress. And at times where I would try to fight against it, I would try to stand up for myself. I would try to say no. Sometimes there were days where it was just so overwhelming that I was like, screw it, whatever, I give up. And that's awful. But sometimes when you're getting so much pushback or so much pressure, you just feel like just giving in, and it's just easier to do whatever the thing is than to try to stand up for yourself. So if you feel like that, I get you. But overall, at the end of the day, your wellness, your health is number one. I had to properly release the stress. So by moving my body more, journaling's always been super helpful for me. Taking time out to just be alone, just driving out, maybe going to the park or just getting out for the day was really, really helpful just to clear my head, So taking the best care of yourself and managing your stress is going to be really important, especially over 30, because we go through big girl stress, not just stress, but big stress. And it can be very overwhelming. Those are the top things that I wish I knew about hormonal balance at age 32. And I learn new things every day and I bring them to us so we can take the very best care of our bodies and our hormones as women. All right, well, if you found this video to be valuable, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and share with another wellness girly. I also want you to thank yourself for showing up today and thank you for tuning in to Divine Feminine Wellness.